So this video and the rest of the videos in this series are just going to give you an Inkscape introduction. So you can follow along here. Nothing you do here is going to be saved and is going to impact your course. So let's get in and talk about the Inkscape GUI, just a very brief introduction here. So if I go into Inkscape and if you open it up the first time, you're going to get a document, a new document. And I'm just going to explain what these different areas are in here and how we're going to high level use them. There's a bunch of different areas. One at the top, if we have our menu items that we can, click on and we get menus. This is no different than anything else you use in Windows. There's just different options in here because we're using Inkscape. Okay, the area underneath it, okay, that I'm circling right now with my mouse, this will change depending on what you pick from this tool menu here on the left. So if I click the selector tool, you can see that this menu up here at the top completely changes. If I go down here to the node tool, it changes as well. Not really important to understand what these different tools are and the options are quite yet. It's just important to understand that whatever you select here is going to impact, okay, the options that you have here along the top. Another area is our main window. So when we work on our shapes in our Inkscape areas and we're drawing stuff, they're all going to appear here in the main window. Then along the right, we have this other window, which has a bunch of menus here at the top. I don't know what the defaults are here because I've manipulated these enough. But I'll tell you this, if I'm using something over here and you don't see it and you can't select it, then most likely you just have to hit this pull down and then add it from here. For example, if I go to symbols, you'll see that I don't know what this is, but I now get this symbols menu at the top, and I can also get rid of that again. For example, here's the find and replace tool. I do use this on occasion, but if you don't have it, you can always hit the down arrow and hit find and replace, and it'll reappear again. Along the right hand side, a lot of these are just shortcuts for things that you can do over here in these top menus. For example, if you hover over top, this will create a new document. This will open a file dialog box. Okay, this is the same thing as doing a file open over here. I don't use these too often, but it will help you be a little bit more efficient. The last area that I like to talk about is along the bottom, which is our palette. As part of the Inkscape installation, you should have put in the OPCD palette, and this is how you select different colors by going across the bottom. I'll explain what these are in a future video, but just know that this is the color palette down here at the bottom. You can select different color palettes, but you're really not going to. You're going to stick to the OPCD V4.1 that you already should have imported at the installation of Inkscape. But that's it for now, and we're going to move on to other sections.